What if the Jedi Order's last hope was never Luke Skywalker? What if, from the very beginning, Yoda sensed that the future of the Force rested not with the farm boy dreaming of the stars, but with the princess already carrying the weight of the galaxy on her shoulders? To understand how this changes everything, we need to start long before the Death Star. Long before lightsabers and training montages. We need to start with the nature of Leia Organa herself. Leia was raised in responsibility. From the moment she could speak, she was taught diplomacy, sacrifice, and leadership. Where Luke grew up longing for adventure, Leia grew up preparing for duty. She didn't ask if she was ready. She assumed she had to be. And the Force felt that. Yoda, hidden in exile, spent years meditating on the failure of the Jedi. He replayed Anakin's fall again and again. He asked himself the same question every day. Where do we go wrong? The answer wasn't power. It was imbalance. Luke Skywalker was powerful, incredibly so, but power had already destroyed the Jedi once. What Yoda began searching for wasn't raw Force potential, but emotional stability. And through the Force, he sensed Leia. She was surrounded by chaos, fear, and war, yet she did not break. Her anger was controlled. Her compassion was fierce, but disciplined. She felt lost deeply. Alderaan burned in her mind every day, yet she did not let that loss consume her. Yoda realized something terrifying and hopeful at the same time. Leia was what the Jedi were supposed to be. When Obi-Wan sacrifices himself aboard the Death Star, the Force shifts. Luke feels grief, rage, confusion. Leia feels something else. A calling. Not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet certainty that something ancient had noticed her. On Yavin, as the rebellion celebrates its victory, Leia doesn't feel relief. She feels unease. Victory feels temporary, fragile, like the galaxy is holding its breath. That's when Yoda reaches out, not with words, but with presence. Leia doesn't tell anyone at first. Not Luke, not Han, not even Bail Organa's memory. She keeps it to herself, because that's what she's always done. Carry the burden, be the strong one. But eventually, she knows she can't ignore it. Against every instinct telling her to stay, to lead, to fight politically, Leia leaves. She entrusts the rebellion to others and follows the pull of the Force to Dagobah. Yoda tests her immediately, not with physical trials, but moral ones. He challenges her decisions, forces her to choose between mercy and justice, between vengeance and restraint. He brings Alderaan into her visions again and again, watching to see if her anger overwhelms her. It doesn't, but it's close. Leia's struggle isn't impatience like Luke's. It's control. She believes emotions must be mastered, not embraced. Yoda teaches her something different. Emotions must be understood, not buried. As Leia trains, Luke's path diverges. Luke becomes the rebellion's hero, the symbol, the pilot who destroyed the Death Star. But without Jedi training, Luke grows frustrated. He feels something missing, like a door that never fully opens. He senses Leia growing stronger and doesn't understand why it isn't him. This creates tension, not hatred, but distance. When Vader begins sensing his children, he feels two very different presences. Luke burns bright but unstable. Leia is quiet, deep controlled, and that frightens him. Vader encounters Leia for the first time not in combat, but in captivity. And the moment he touches her mind, everything changes. She doesn't resist him emotionally. She confronts him calmly. She sees Anakin Skywalker, not as a monster, not as a memory, but as a consequence. Leia doesn't try to save him. She judges him, and that judgment hurts more than any lightsaber. Palpatine sees Leia and believes he's found something better than Luke. A ruler, a successor who understands order, structure, and sacrifice. He tempts her not with rage, but with stability. A galaxy without chaos. Leia refuses, not because she fears the dark side, but because she understands it too well. By the time of Endor, Leia is no longer a student. She's a Jedi. Yoda's final lesson to her isn't about combat. It's about legacy. He tells her the Jedi must change, or they will fail again. No more generals. No more blind obedience to governments. Leia promises him something Luke never could: balance. During the final confrontation, Leia faces Palpatine with calm resolve. Luke leads the battle outside. Vader stands between them. And when Vader turns, it isn't love that drives him. It's realization. Leia shows him what Anakin could have been, and what he chose to destroy. Palpatine falls. The Empire collapses, and the Jedi return quietly. No temples, no thrones, just guardians, led by Leia Organa, the Jedi Yoda trusted with the future. Because sometimes, the greatest hope isn't the one who dreams of adventure. It's the one who already knows what sacrifice costs.